In this video, I'm going to show the importance of setting boundaries so that you can start to get ahead in both life and business. So make sure you stay right to the end because I'll be dropping some true wisdom, knowledge as always, and it's definitely going to help you if you're currently struggling to set those all important boundaries. So why are boundaries so important, first of all? Well, a lack of boundaries invites a lack of respect. So if you don't have any boundaries in place, people aren't going to really respect you or your time. So that's why, in order to be very precious about your time, and in effect, exactly how your time is managed, what goes into that time, you need to set the boundaries from the get-go. So you need to make these boundaries clear when it comes to your clients, but also with other people in your personal life as well. And I'm going to go through a few more steps a bit later on in the video about just how to achieve this. Secondly, boundaries are a form of self-care. So you need to really look at what are your negotiables. So what are you willing to negotiate your time around, being very flexible, and what are your non-negotiables? What are you not willing to negotiate when it comes to managing your time or what goes into your time as well? So things that can fall into these two camps are going out with friends all the time, watching TV with the family, or just mindlessly scrolling on social media where it's not really gaining you the traction or any results that you truly deserve. And then lastly, by creating boundaries, it helps you to get your life back. So by having these boundaries in place, it will ensure that you don't move fast towards experiencing burnout or overwhelm. But it really helps you to ensure that by having these personal or business boundaries, that you're pacing yourself at a really good even pace that's working for you, and you're not having that burnout fatigue that we as entrepreneurs so easily can fall into. So these are the crux of why you should have boundaries set in the first place. And now I'm going to share some top tips as to what sort of boundaries you can start to have in place. So number one is all about setting office hours. So how you should approach your day is the same way as to how you approach your 9 to 5. You have your office hours. You've got your 9 to 5, or for many of us who are still building a business alongside the job, you're more or less finding that you're working from 9 to 8. Whatever the case is, you should start to apply the same thing into your business. So what my office hours look like in my business is that I wake up early in the morning so that from 6 to 8 o'clock I can start working on my business. And I call the hours that I apply to my business power hours, because that's where I'm focusing on income generating activities. And I've talked more about income generating activities in my previous video as well, which is all about how to stay motivated and focused during the lockdown period. And then as my day progresses, I have other power hours. So the lunch hour forms another one, so between 12 to 1. And then in the evening, I have a few more power hours as well. So it could be between 7 to 9 p.m, or maybe I want to do a bit later from 8 to 10 o'clock. So whatever your day looks like, you need to make sure that the hours work for you. Just because these hours work for me, they are not a one size fits all, because you may have family and other commitments that you need to dedicate your time to. So look to see what you can do. Even if it's one golden hour a day, make that your non-negotiable office hour and set that in the diary. Let your clients know, and also let your family members know as well. If you've got a calendar that you're starting to create to send out to your clients in order to book them in, let them know that this is the hour that they can talk to you, and also put it on your Facebook page, your website, or any other mode or platform that you've got out there whereby you're letting your clients know just when you're readily available. Number two is setting schedule boundaries. So when it comes to taking client calls, doing Facebook Live, emails, responding on social media. There's a whole raft of things we need to be doing on a daily basis, which do form part of our non-negotiables, but we can't be doing it all the time. So set those scheduled boundaries. Now, a great tip that I want to share is that we spend so much time on our mobile phone. So why not use it to our advantage? Why not set those reminders in your mobile phone, in Google Calendar? We all have Google Calendar as an app on our phone. Set those reminders as to when you're doing certain things, when you're going to be taking client calls, when you're going to be spending time on emails, doing Facebook Lives, creating content such as videos like this on YouTube. So it's all punctuated and you know what any given day looks like as well. And also you may want to look at the times when you're spending working on your business as opposed to in your business. And what I mean by that is working on your business is those income producing activities, things that are going to get you seen and heard, more visible, creating that impact and influence. Working in your business are things that you're doing behind the scenes. So whether it's creating new funnels, setting up email sequences, all of these other things, even updating your website, your logo, these are things where you're working in your business. So they're the behind the scenes stuff that no one can see, but they do add value to what you're doing in the long run. Number 3 is all about setting boundaries when you've got time off or you've got holidays coming up. We can't be a slave to our business. We can't be chained to our laptop or mobile phone every single hour of the day. So make sure that you are taking time off. You are taking breaks. These are boundaries that you need to set in place. You need to let your clients know, or other people that may be affected if you do take time off, such as your team members. So that way you can really enjoy the time off that you need to take. We're all building online businesses now because this is going to form part of our legacy. We're in it for the long run. So we need to start now by setting those boundaries so it becomes easier as our business starts to grow. We don't feel that we always need to be there, always need to be part of the process. We're able to step back from our business and our business can still work without us being there. That's the beauty of having an online business, which can then lead to time freedom, financial freedom, location freedom, all the freedoms that you truly desire and want. It all starts from now. So you need to just take heed and start setting those boundaries right away, because not only will they change your life, but they will help to give your life back as well. So as a pro tip, I would like to end this video just by saying that as well as you're setting your own boundaries, your personal boundaries, you should also respect other people's boundaries as well. So whether it be people that you're working with, maybe you've outsourced some work to, these are part of your resource team. So it could be a virtual assistant, your graphic designer, your website developer. You need to respect their boundaries as well. Respect deserves respect. That's always my motto for life. And then you should always remember that boundaries are not just set in stone. So once they're set, they're not stuck there forever. You can be flexible. You can start to adjust your boundaries as you start to grow in your business, as things start to change or pivot. You can readily just sit back and look at, okay, I need to be more flexible with my boundaries because more people are coming into my world, more team members, more clients. So I need to readily adjust for that change as well. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. I will be dropping more value and wisdom on this YouTube channel. So make sure that you do subscribe to the channel in order to get all the alerts and notifications that are coming up. But more importantly, head over to our free Facebook community, the Female Entrepreneur Collective, from side hustle to startup, whereby we share whole load of value as well. We've got guest expert training happening in there too. And then you also get to feel that camaraderie and accountability of other female entrepreneurs who are in the same shoes as you, starting, growing, and scaling their online business.